Get ready for a quick quest guide for the Ribbiting Tale of a lily pad labour dispute, in which the main rewards for completing are access to a new hardwood farming patch, 2000 woodcutting experience, and 1 quest point. The only quest requirement is to have completed the Children of the Sun quest, and the only skill requirement is to have level 15 woodcutting. You also won't need any items for this quest, but as you'll finish in the middle of nowhere, a teleport out can be helpful. Now you can begin this quest in the savannah south of Varlamore's capital, Civitas Illa Fortis. The easiest way to get here is by using the AJP fairy ring code if you have fairy rings unlocked. However, alternatively, you can arrive at the Civitas Illa Fortis via a Quetzal bird just east of Varrock and then run south to the quest start too. Alternatively, if you've completed the Twilight's Promise quest, then you can take a Quetzal to a slightly closer landing space and run east or southeast from there. Completing the Twilight's Promise also allows you to use a Civitas Illa Fortis teleport tab, which you can use and then run south from there. Once you're at the quest start location, then to begin you'll want to talk to Marcellus. Skip through some chat and then select yes to officially begin the quest. Now run a little northeast whereby you'll find 2 super cute blue frogs which Marcellus thinks are evil. Talk to one of them and spacebar through the chat whereby Sue and Gary will explain that they're not evil, but rather on strike, and that despite contemplating overthrowing humanity, they are also open to peace talks. Now return back southwest to Marcellus and before talking to him, take the axe that is sitting in the log stump right beside him. Then chat to Marcellus before spacebarring through the chat, whereby he will tell you that he will only talk to the frog's leader. Now run northeast back to the blue frog Sue and Gary and talk to either of them and go through the chat to find out that they are leaderless. But thankfully they are open to electing a leader based on hopping capabilities. Yes, very fitting, but you also need to stop Cuthbert from winning, as that frog in particular will choose violence. Now run a tad south to find yellow frogs Jane and Dave and skip through the chat, whereby you'll learn that they love oranges. Now choose to chop down the orange tree just south of the yellow froggies, and while they're distracted by the oranges, choose to sabotage the lily pad floating in the water to your west. Now run back north to your blue frog friends and talk to them before skipping through the chat, after which a cutscene will occur whereby Sue will make an excellent hop and then Cuthbert will go after, hopping but then falling straight into the water, after which Gary will proclaim that he's dead and that he totally forgot that Cuthbert never learned to swim. Sue is then declared the winner. After the cutscene, skip through the rest of the dialogue with Sue and Gary, and once you're done, run back southwest to Marcellus and chat to him, whereby you'll relay that Sue demands payment in oranges which the flies are destroying. You will then tell Marcellus that the flies are coming for him, and he will want proof of their betrayal. Return back northeast to your blue froggy friends and chat with them before skipping through the dialogue, and after you're done, run back to Marcellus and enter into his house just a little west of him. Try to open the chest along the western wall, and then solve the letter combination lock with N, A, L, I, and then A, or Nalia, and then press confirm to find a gnome plushie inside. Once you have the plushie, run a little east whereby you'll find a fat capybara turd on the ground. Click on the dung and choose to plant evidence, or alternatively use the plushie with the dung and then get prepared for your boss fight. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. Cuthbert, Lord of the Dread, will appear and attack you. He's level 1 with 1 HP and you'll need to pull out all the stops to defeat him. Once you're done, return back to Marcellus just west and spacebar through the chat with him, and he will tell you to tell the frogs that they have a deal. Now run back northeast to Sue and Gary and chat to them before spacebarring through the dialogue. Bam! Quest complete. You'll be awarded access to a new hardwood farming patch, 2000 woodcutting experience, and 1 quest point. Thanks for watching, catch you in the next quest!